Purpose. Why? Why are you doing it? Who here has started and quit partway through? That wasn't as a result of injury, just life, just things happen. Raise it high so I can see it. No bent elbows. Yeah, that way you're getting more calories burning, right? It's because your purpose stunk. Right? If it's to lose some dress sizes so you can look good at a reunion in front of a bunch of people who don't care, or a wedding in front of a bunch of people who don't care, that's not a reason why. It's not it. It's not to look different. It's not to be smaller in the future. Right? We see that, but we sell P90X in all our programs basically based on before and after pictures. People we don't know, for the most part, some we do, that look better after 90 days who didn't look so good at the beginning. Well, I'll get it for that reason. This is hard. Why am I doing? Screw it. Day 50, that's it, man. I'm out of gas. All right? There's two categories. One's based in ego and how you look, and ones that will save your life. Physically, emotionally, and mentally. Like I said earlier, I work out every day because if I work out today, my health improves. My fitness improves. The quality of my life improves because I'm releasing norepinephrine and dopamine and serotonin in my head. That, when I was young, I didn't ever release that stuff. I was pulling stuff in that I shouldn't have done. And so I was the C- student. Asked my father. I mean, he got those report cards. Holy crap, man! What are you doing? Too many devil dogs in school, Dad. So I do it because if I work out today, I get better health and vitality. I improve my fitness overall. I improve the quality of my life. I have the energy and enthusiasm to change everything about who I am, how I think, where I'm going, and what I'm doing. So you have to figure out what your plan is. And you have to write it down on a piece of paper. And you have to stick it on your head. I don't know. No, that's a dumb idea. But put it up someplace that means something to you. All right? And don't make it ephemeral. Don't make it temporary. Make it lifelong. The beautiful thing is that when you exercise for 20 minutes or more a day, there's something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Whoa. Can you believe I actually remembered all that? So inside the temporal lobe, everybody has one. If you don't, well, wow. How'd you get this far? How'd you even find the place, So the temporal lobe, inside the temporal lobe is something called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is the area that releases all these different chemicals. So something even smaller, about the size of a baby's pinky finger, about that big, shaped about this big, is the dentate gyrus. Now when you're older, when you're women in the menopause and guys are out of their 30s and 40s, if you don't exercise regularly, that little tiny dentate gyrus starts to shrink and die. But when you do exercise, look at old folks, right? When you're a kid, woo, let's try anything. When you're old, I hate everybody. What's your name? Oh, you're my son? I didn't know that. It's because this dentate gyrus is a shriveled up, rotten piece of black tar inside your head. But even in your 70s and 80s, you start to move, something called neurogenesis occurs. Proteins and molecules, miles apart inside the dentate gyrus, start to vibrate because you're breathing in oxygen, right? And that oxygen goes into your blood, and that blood eventually makes its way into your brain. And as it does, it stimulates these proteins and molecules, and they start to vibrate, and they search for each other. And they find each other. And all of a sudden you feel better because you release this norepinephrine and dopamine and serotonin, and all of a sudden you think, you know what, I'm going to deal with this issue that I wasn't dealing with. All of a sudden I don't think I need those pills anymore. There's a great kid, his name is, I should have worked out today, I can't remember his name. My dentate gyrus is fried. Sterling Purdy. Anybody know Sterling Purdy? Anybody in this room? You know his story? He only had about 45, 50 pounds to lose, but he was on depression medication, asthma medication, type 2 diabetes medication, and high blood pressure medication. Did P90X? He's off them all. Off them all. Doctors, what? Because he just said, I feel great, and this depression medication is making me crazy, so he got off, and everything balanced out. He went and he got his sugars figured out, and the doctor says, your cholesterol's down, your sugar levels are normal. You don't need these drugs anymore. And all the guy did was eat better and exercise 6 days a week. Holy smokes. Like, who would want to do that? You know, by the way, it's not the pharmaceutical company. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It's not the president. It's not the healthcare company. It's you. The reason why everything's so chaos and so expensive is because we treat ourselves like crap. We don't move. We don't exercise. We're too busy in front of some kind of screen all day long. So we have an opportunity as a community. This is really getting harsh now. It's not even fun anymore. Everybody's yelling at us. Other good reasons why. Us! This is us! How cool! We're going to meet so many amazing... You make new friends. I mean, there are so many people that I meet through this community that I would have never known in a million years. I've got dozens of new friends because, you know, they've done the program, they come down to the beach with me on Sundays and they say hello and we exchange numbers and emails and they start stalking me, but that's cool. So the real Tony Horton couldn't be here because it's just too dangerous. So I am here for him. Hopefully you will enjoy this presentation. Sports, right? There are folks that have never had an athletic day in their life, and all of a sudden they get really fit and they start doing things physically because they have balance and coordination and stamina that they never had before. And that can happen in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. Right? And you know, it's kind of about this too. I like looking better. Who doesn't like looking better? Anybody? All right? Mind, body, spirit. We talked about that. It's not just the physical. It's not just that after picture. And those are good reasons why. Does that make sense to everybody? Why is it all, everyone? All right.